confident in doing that. He's going to have to get after.
Oh, wow.
He's setting up all the power.
Yeah, he's the old Maidana, but he's still landing power punches.
Boxing is brutal enough when both fighters take it seriously.
Set up the left hook with the jab to the body.
But when ego walks into the ring, disaster isn't far behind. These aren't just knockouts, they're cautionary tales. Fighters who thought they were untouchable, who danced, clowned, or begged for attention, only to be violently reminded that pride comes before the fall. From champions who mocked their opponents to underdogs who got too comfortable today, at first showboating incident happened in match between Adrian Broner versus Marcos Maidana in 2013. Broner came into this fight as the self-proclaimed heir to Floyd Mayweather, dancing, taunting, and clowning around as if Maidana didn't even belong in the same ring. But Maidana wasn't laughing. In the second round, he smashed Broner with a left hook that nearly sent him out of the ropes. Broner, who had been shaking his hips and showboating seconds earlier, spent the rest of the night getting bullied and broken down. By the end, not only did Broner lose his undefeated record, he lost the aura of invincibility he thought he had.
When you lost to Maidana, and you kind of ruined the undefeated streak that you were going on, was there a sense of relief, like now you don't have all this pressure, or did it actually take a toll on you?
Honestly, I cried for like 3-4 months.
Wow.
And if you think Broner's showboating ended badly, just wait until you see this wild character.
From that point on, it was pretty easy for us. There's a chopping right hand from Mayorga.
If there was ever a fighter who lived off taunts, it was Mayorga. In 2008, the match between Ricardo Mayorga versus Shane Mosley, cigarettes, beer, insults, Mayorga turned every fight into a circus.
Man, come on, man. It's an athlete. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Against Mosley, he spent round after round dropping his hands, sticking out his chin, and laughing in Shane's face.
Right hand, busting Mayorga on the chops.
But in the very last second of the fight, Mosley cracked him with a brutal left hook that sent Mayorga flat on the canvas.
8 years ago, scintillating, fighting down the stretch of the fight by Shane Mosley.
If Mayorga's fall was dramatic, this next one is pure comedy. In 2019 match between Sabri Sadiri versus Sam Maxwell. For 8 rounds, Sadiri was clowning around, hands down, dancing, even doing little shuffles mid-fight. He was miles ahead on the scorecards. But in the final 14 seconds, Maxwell uncorked a monster right hand that laid Sadiri out cold. Just like that, the fighter who spent the whole night mocking became the victim of one of the most savage last-second knockouts in British boxing history. A reminder to every fighter, it's never over until the bell rings. Showboating isn't just about dropping your hands in the middle of a fight. Sometimes it's about making your entire career look like one big circus. And no one lived that lifestyle louder than Prince Naseem Hamed. The flashy entrances, the backflips, the constant taunting like every opponent was beneath him. But when Hamed finally met Marco Antonio Barrera, the game stopped working. Barrera wasn't intimidated by the dancing, the smirks, or the lowered guard. He walked Hamed down, exposed him, and handed the self-proclaimed untouchable showman the first real beating of his career.
Point deduction against Barrera for this.
It was the night the prince turned into a commoner, but if Hamed was humbled by precision, Zab Judah was humbled by something far worse, a brutal reality.
Punch and there's an uppercut. Zab Judah lands first.
Judah was pure speed, pure swagger, and pure arrogance. Against Kostya, he came in grinning, hands low, bouncing around like he already had the fight won, and for the first round he looked unstoppable. But then came the second round, and Chiu landed a thunderous right hand that changed everything. Judah collapsed, tried to get up, and stumbled across the ring like a cartoon character on ice skates. It wasn't just a knockout, it was an embarrassment replayed 1,000 times. That's the price of showboating when your chin can't cash the check. And if Judah's fall was embarrassing, Chris Colbert's downfall was pure devastation. Chris Colbert built his brand on cockiness, the bright hair, the trash talk, the constant taunting. He laughed at opponents, kept his hands low, and dismissed challengers as nobodies. But in 2022, against Hector Luis Garcia, the script flipped. Colbert came in dancing, talking, and smirking, and left running, literally. Garcia battered him for 12 rounds, and by the final bell, Colbert was backpedaling, refusing to engage, and looking for an exit.
And oh my goodness! Things have gone from bad to worse for prime time. And now Garcia's got Colbert hurt.
The crowd booed, the hype died, and his reputation as boxing's future disappeared overnight.
Again, Kenny Bayless watching the action.
It wasn't just a loss, it was a public humiliation of a showman caught in his own act. From a fallen legend to a man whose cockiness ended in tragedy, our next showboating boxer is James Kirkland. He was a beast inside the ring, but he loved to fight with his chin up and his defense down. Against Canelo Alvarez, he tried to march forward, taunting, daring Canelo to trade, but Canelo wasn't interested in games. He countered with some of the most vicious power shots ever seen, dropping Kirkland in a devastating knockout. What was supposed to be a showcase of Kirkland's toughness turned into one of the most brutal highlight reel KOs in boxing history. Showboating became self-destruction. In round 2 of Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder II, Fury didn't just fight, he humiliated.
Good work from Fury. Excellent work from Fury in the closing stage.
He walked Wilder backwards with jabs, leaned on him like a bear, and by the end of the round literally pinned him in the corner, grinning as if to say, "I own you now." That's not just boxing, that's psychological warfare disguised as showboating. And it worked, because from there, Wilder unraveled, knocked down in round 3, dropped again in round 5, and stopped in round 7. Fury's cocky grin and tongue-out antics weren't just for the cameras, they were the warning signs that Wilder's reign was already over. And there you have it. Which one of these moments shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments, because I'm reading them all. And if you love this breakdown, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and stick around, because next time, we're diving into an even crazier side of boxing history that'll make your jaw drop.